Alan here. Wanted to say a few things about the Las Vegas shooting. Obviously that's in the news. Just about everybody knows about it already. I just got done a radio segment out of Cincinnati with Scott Sloan discussing the shooting. Wanted to say a few words here on Facebook Live. I'm not going to answer a bunch of questions. I really appreciate if you share this and comment. I'll answer the comments later. But I wanted to say a few things. First and foremost, thoughts and prayers to all of those who were affected down in Las Vegas, with over 50 killed and over 400 wounded so far from the reports I've seen. That's a lot of people. And besides those people that were immediately affected, it affects all of us as a nation. The President Trump said some words on TV earlier today. He's going to Las Vegas on Wednesday, from what I understand. It's on all the news shows. It affects all of us, but especially those that lost somebody or had someone injured. I'd like to send thoughts and prayers in their direction. It's such a terrible thing to happen. So besides wanting to give that, what can you do? People asking me, what can you do? Because, this is what I teach. This is what I do. The Survive a Shooting courses, the book that's almost complete. And what's terrible about this situation is this shooter took away some of the responses. We can escape, we can deny access, we can attack back. You can't attack back when the guy is up in a hotel shooting down at 20,000 plus people in an open area. To deny access, you can't lock him out of the room or anything. The only way you can deny access is to get behind some type of cover. And where they were, there wasn't a lot until you got out to the parking lot and cars and such. So all you can do is try to escape the kill zone. And you need to know your exits, but in a large venue like that and the high-powered rifles, the kill zone was so big, it was hard to escape there too. They knocked down fences and ran across the airport tarmac, had to shut down the airport and stuff because there was nowhere to go and people didn't know what to do. So this is one of the worst case scenarios that we can have, and it's just terrible. What we do know, though, is movement saves lives. So doing something and trying to escape can increase the chances of surviving this. We can also have tourniquets in our first aid kits in our vehicles. So if we can get to those first aid kits, 'cause I'm not expecting everybody to carry a tourniquet on them to a concert. I know some people do. Some people have an everyday carry. It includes a tourniquet, and they always have it. And they will have it inside the concert. But we should all maybe have that in our vehicles, and not just for an active shooter, but for any kind of emergency. So having tourniquets available and things like that to stop the bleeding can help save lives. It's a terrible situation, and I'm going to be doing more thoughts on it. I'm going to be on the radio again later today, and I imagine I might be on a few more times this week. I'm actually going to Virginia to teach an active shooter class, a couple of them at the end of the week. So I won't be on the radio Thursday and Friday because I'll be traveling and teaching. But I'll be doing more. I'll be posting more because my goal is to help people and to minimize the fear that people are having because of these kind of events. To let people know that there are things they can do to increase their survivability, because I don't want to spread a fear-mongering message, and I want to be really careful about passing on misinformation. Stephen Brown and I were discussing this earlier today, and I mentioned it on the radio show because the radio host, Scott Sloan, also mentioned we don't want to spread rumors and things that we don't know yet, and that is so true. Everything is still under investigation, so we don't want to spread different rumors and inaccuracies. That doesn't help anything. So we want to make sure we know what's determined from the official investigations before we say things about the incident. And we don't want to fear-monger and scare people. I want to help people. And yes, this is worst case type of active shooter situation. It takes away some of our responses. Do I fear this could happen again? Yes, I do, because we've seen copycats in the past. And FBI statistics show that the incidents are rising. We know that. That's a fact. The number of incidents is rising. We also know the number of dead and wounded is rising, with the shooting last night being the highest and the worst one we've had. So it's on the top of the rising thing. And unfortunately, some of these sick, crazy, evil people, they want to do better than the last one. So yes, I think there will be more. Yes, I think that there will be more outside copycatting this in the future. I don't know when, but I think it will happen. I don't think this will be a one-time only deal, and that's very sad. And I don't say that to scare people. I just think that that's what the reality of the situation that we're dealing with is. And that's why I will continue to keep teaching, training, learning, and sharing information to empower people so they won't be living in fear, and that they'll have a plan and something to do if they're ever unfortunate enough to be in a situation like this. And we have to remember that even though these situations are rising, they're still not, the likelihood of being in one is still small. You're still more apt to die because of the way you eat and inactivity, or the way you drive, than in an active killer situation. Okay? Way more people are going to die of heart attacks, diabetes, and other health-related issues because of their diet and inactivity than will die this year of active shooter events. So we got to remember that. And that's also why I teach keeping care of yourself, staying in shape, because additionally, if you're in better physical condition you are, the better you can respond to emergency if you're ever in one. The better you can escape, the better you can attack back, the better you can barricade and deny. So let's keep ourselves in shape. Let's enjoy life, and let's enjoy life safely, and keep things in perspective. I'm going to sign off here because I got another radio interview coming up in a little bit, and I got some other things to do. I'll respond to the comments. I didn't respond here talking live, but I will respond to those. I appreciate everybody that comments and the thumbs up and the different things going by. Please share this. Please help get the information out. If you know an organization, a business, a group that could use the active shooter training, get a hold of me. Have them contact me, surviveashooting.com, and we can set something up where I can come out and train. I'll be out in Virginia later this week, but I got open dates. So let's get yourself training so you know what you can do and be better prepared just in case to save your life or somebody else's. Thanks again. And one last time, thoughts and prayers to all those affected in Las Vegas with this terrible, senseless tragedy of so many innocent people dying for no reason.